Hey everybody, and welcome back to my studio. Come on inside. Today I've got a big treat for us. It's another package from Smart Art. Let's open it and see what fun new art supplies there are for us this month. Isn't this just so colorful? I love color, don't you? Let's see. Oh, we're learning about Van Gogh. What medium did Van Gogh use? Wait a minute, something's not feeling quite right here. It isn't. No, it's not. Not oils! Anything but oils! No! No, no, run! Get away! No, no! Keep running! I can do this. I can do this. But I'm going to need backup. Bob, I need your help. Okay. Let's look into this box. And it's oils. I don't want to touch him. Don't want to touch him. Oils are evil. Okay, it's not working. Okay, second plan. Bubble wrap. Okay. I am safe. Safety first. It's always about safety. So, okay. All right, guys. In this month's subscription box, we have oil paints. Here we have some blue oil paints and looks like yellow oil paints. And here's some green and then it touched me. Oh, I gotta clean my fingers. Oh, I could feel the oils. Okay, stop it, Valerie. Stop it. You are a professional artist. Just do it. Just touch the tube of oil paint. There we go. Okay. All right. Oil paint. Breathe. So this is Revere fine oil paints and nice gigantic tubes that will take me forever to use. And then this one is the little mineral oil that helps things get loose, helps things. And then, kid you not, you guys, the biggest, tallest paintbrush I've ever seen. This thing is huge. It's double the size of my normal paintbrush. Look at this. They come with 2 canvases. Now this is kind of fun. Okay, yeah, I could do acrylic paint on this, but there's 2 sizes. Now, I was curious about this mineral oil or whatever it's called, because normally when you use oil paints, you have to use some sort of oil or turpentine or something to smooth out the paints. And this one, they came in a gel form. So at first I thought I was getting 2 greens. Speaking of the colors that they gave me were yellow, blue, and green, which if I would have had my preference, I would have been yellow, blue, and red, which are the 3 primary colors, which from that you can mix a lot of colors, but putting the green in there is kind of pointless because you have yellow and blue, which make us green, but that's okay. I told myself, it's like the 3 marker challenge. You don't always get the colors that you want. You get a challenge. So not only is Smart Art making me face one of my biggest all-time art fears, which is oil paints, but it's a 3-color challenge. And I'm going to give this the best shot I can give it. Now, for those of you who are curious as to why I so loathe oil paints for me, I'll talk about that a little bit later in this video, but first, let me go ahead and share my little process of oil painting. So I started this video about 3 weeks ago, and this is actually last month's box. It's November's box, and I was trying to get it out at the end of November, or at least like the very first upload day in December. And so I had like 4 days before that video came up, so I thought, I can do this. So here I am painting the background. I will say, in the oil's defense, it was really fun to blend this. I had a lot of fun. And I thought, maybe my fear of oil painting is unfounded. Maybe I should give this another shot. And while I enjoyed using oil paints more than I thought I would, I remembered very quickly one of the reasons that I do not like oil paints. Because I painted this background and then I thought I'm going to let it dry for a day or two, because for those of you who don't know, oil paints take a while to dry. Now, watercolors, they dry within moments. They are dry. And acrylics, depending on how thick your acrylics are, can take a couple hours or overnight, but then they're usually dry. But oils take a while, so I thought I'll give it a full 24 hours to dry, and then I will start painting on top of that. So the next day I went, and it wasn't even thinking about being dry. It was like as wet as it was before, and I went, oh no. So I let it dry for like a week, and it was still wet. I had to wait 2 weeks for this to dry. And in the meantime, I don't know where it came from, but red glitter got sprinkled on top of my painting. So there is now red glitter in it. A little bit frustrating. So if you do this yourself, if you oil paint or try oil painting and you need to let it dry, put something over top of it that doesn't touch the oils, like a dome of some sort, a bowl or something, so that it's going to keep dust and hair and particles out of there. And you won't have red glitter, or maybe you want red glitter. I don't know. Funny thing is, it took forever for that little thin amount of paint to dry, but the paint that I had in my little thing here, rock solid hard, that dried. I don't know why. So more paint. While I am painting this, let me go ahead and share with you a little story time video as to why oil paints and me are not the best of friends. So for this, let me time travel us back till I was about 13, maybe 14 years old. And I had taken several art classes. Like they would have like a 6-week session classes at this little art place for people. And really enjoyed them, but all the art teachers said from my age group that I was already beyond what they were teaching, so I might want to look into taking an adult class. Well, the only adult class that they had at the time was an oil painting class, and so my parents talked to the instructor, and he said, sure, let her come in, that'd be fine. And my parents, I don't even want to know how much money they spent to buy me a full set of oil paints and canvases and brushes and all the oils and stuff you need to create oil painting. So I went in it with a mindset that I was going to learn how to paint oils. And so I was having a hard time with my painting, and everything was just getting muddied up together. Instead of sitting me down and explaining the cause and effect of, if you do this with your paints, this is why it's muddying up and this is what you need to do to fix it, he would just grab my paintbrush and paint and fix it. And it looked beautiful because obviously he knew how to oil paint. But at the end of the 6-month class, I had no clue how to oil paint any more than I had before. I had several really nice pieces, but really all of them had been painted by him. So I was really discouraged. I was frustrated and I blamed it on oil paints. And since then, I haven't touched them since. Until Smart Art did this for me. And now I have oil paints, and you know, it really wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun and I enjoyed doing it. So thank you, Smart Art Box. If you guys want to try out Smart Art Box for yourself, I will leave a link to it in the description box below. But I encourage you to go out, do something daring, exciting, adventurous, challenge yourself to do something that you haven't tried before. Or maybe you tried before and you hated it and you thought, oh, this is never going to work. I will say that if I decide to try oil painting again, I'm going to pick up a red at least and add that to my mixture because these 3 colors were really limiting, but I like my piece. It's actually hanging on my wall in my studio, which is saying something. If you'd like to see some of my finished artwork, I just did a tour of all my finished pieces, and you can click right here. You can definitely check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. And there's also like 970 other videos that I have done that you can check out as well. Go forth and art. God bless you guys, and we'll see you in another video. Bye-bye!